As many as you can freaking get. What? How many days should you be using for a home inspection? Look, I'm talking to you buyers, okay? So listen to me loud and clear. When you are in a healthy buyer's market, you should take as many days as you can get. This conversation has nothing to do with new construction. That is a completely different world. This is for resale and resale only. But I want you to understand what I'm about to say so we're all on the same page here. When you are making an offer on a house, right, you want to present the best offer for yourself. Now, when we're in a super seller's market or super healthy seller's market, right, you're making the best offer for the seller to choose you, which means you have to do the best price, the best escrow amount, the least amount of inspection days. I've seen people do 0, which I think is crazy. How can I, put a little, extra sprinkles on the ice cream for the seller? But not in this case. In this case, we're talking about you, the buyer in this market. And when you're trying to buy a home in a great buyer's market, what you should be doing is saying, hey, I'll buy your house. I want this. I want my incentives, whatever the case may be. But I want the most amount of days that I can get for inspections while I'm using this as-is contract. Because the as-is contract states that a buyer can walk away if they feel in their own sole discretion that this house isn't good for them. So let's just say, and the reason I'm using that wording, it's very important, not renegotiation, not any of that, not asking for anything to be fixed. No, meaning that let's say you're buying a house and you have 10 days to do your inspection. From the day that you go into contract, you have 10 days. In that time frame, you might get cold feet. You might get scared. You might find out that another offer that you put in accepted your offer. You might realize that the drive is way longer than you thought. You might not like the traffic. You might not like the neighbors of the neighborhood. There's so many different variables. But by having 10 days or more, whatever, it gives you time to relax and not feel rushed and say, you know what? This is good. This is good because now I know that I have the time to really think about this. I have the time to really just not feel overwhelmed. And then when I feel that I, don't want it, on day 9 or 10, then I can say, okay, you know what? I want to be released, write a, formal email and whatever. Or you'll say, you know what? I'm excited. But this is besides the inspection, right? The inspection itself, you can still do and make sure that the house is in great shape and all that. But I'm saying the inspection time frame is great for you. So take advantage of it. Now, remember, this rule doesn't apply if, God forbid, it's the house of your dreams and there's multiple offers. I'm not saying any of that. I don't want you to lose a house because you're asking for 15 days and the seller's like, I'm not taking your offer. I'm going to sell it to somebody else. I'm saying in your advantage when, let's say you found the house that you like and you can negotiate that, those time frames and whatnot. It's always good to get the most you can get. By the way, you see that right there? I just want to give a shout out. Lafayette Street, Bond. Let me get it. Hold on. This right here is the most amazing. I have tons and tons and tons and tons of cologne. Number 1. That's it. I should do that. Every single video I do, I'm going to end with shouting out a product. I don't get paid for it. Lafayette Street. Oh, woo, so good. This is brought to you by Lafayette Street. Number 9. Okay. So that is that. That's a quick, simple one. I have everything. If you want to read all about it more, you can look at the blog. If you want to read or learn about any education, any questions you have, anything, I'm trying to so I want to do broad things, right? Like how to buy a house and do a whole video on the whole thing. Could be 15, 20 minutes long. But then I'm doing just short, quick to the simple. Here's what you need to know. So you guys can just keep going through all my education. Go to the website, thekerengroup.com, go to education. Just so much there. So much. I'm going to continue to do more and more. So keep following for all your real estate education. Talk to you soon.